We're going to be talking about twist velocity here, the closing rate of the club face. Now, don't be frightened by that, because Dr. Rob is going to put in a simple drill. But twist velocity, what is that?
It's really just how fast the club head is rotating about the shaft here.
At the moment of roundabout contact?
Well, you can measure it all the way through, but what's critical is how close, how rapidly it's closing down at impact, because the faster it closes, the less time you have when the club head is absolutely square with the target. And so if you don't time it perfectly, then the ball could be left or right, just depending whether it's too open or too closed at impact. So what you'll see with guys like Furyk, who has a very slow rate of closure.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Is one of the most accurate ball strikers on tour.
Right. Who would be someone who has a very fast closing rate?
I would think that someone like Phil Mickelson, who has a lot of hand action through impact, would be someone who has a high rate of closure. And I think that just anecdotally, you look at the wide shots that each of those two hit, and Furyk would be much less likely to hit one off the planet than Phil.
Which doesn't mean that Phil Mickelson can't play, because
he
had a fairly good career. It just means the timing has to be perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're saying is a club that's rotating very, very quickly at the moment of contact is probably harder to control the spray on the golf ball.
Yeah.
Now, okay, I get that.
Yeah, and
help me do it.
Okay, and one other point, Martin, is that this movement here doesn't really give you much more speed. It gives you a tiny bit, but it gives you a lot less control if you have a lot of rapid twist velocity. So the idea behind the work that you'll do here for me, Martin, is to try to get what we would call a body release. So if you're looking at this club face, so up here it's closed, I don't have to do anything with my hands and just rotate my body and it squares up for impact. If I don't do the work with my body, if my body stays still, then the only way I can square the club face up is to do it all with my arms and hands. So the emphasis is going to be body rotation and quiet, passive hands. And I want you to hit some drills here where you finish like this with the club face feeling like it's pointing to the sky rather than turned over like that.
So my feeling, so how long of a backswing am I going to make?
Let's make just an L swing.
Okay. And I'm going to go through to about here.
Yep, and I want you to make sure that as you finish, your left arm is glued to your chest.
And is the club face about matching my spine angle?
Yeah, that would be perfect, yeah. You want to have the feeling that it's like that. Yeah. Obviously it's not going to be, but definitely not this way.
And I need the are you suggesting I have a high closing rate, Doctor? I know I do. Okay, so here's the practice swing.
Yes.
So the science behind it is requires less than perfect timing. The practical behind it would be L3, lead upper arm on chest, face angle just about matching spine.
Yeah.
And that's what people mean when they say they're squaring it with the body. So not looking for a full length shot here by any means. Well, let's see what we get. I stop right there. Would that be a bit too close, do you think?
That's a tiny bit close. So that's an indication of the pattern that you have, Martin,
yeah.
Which would, if we looked at you at full speed, would probably end up having the club in this position here.
And would I need more turn with the lower body?
More turn with the body will help you to do that.
Do you know, I think you've mentioned that to me before. So a little bit more turn, not a big swing. A little more turn and a feeling that the face is up to the sky.
Mm-hmm.
A feeling, you might even say that for me, I feel the knuckles of my lead hand, my glove hand, feel to be up to the sky. Okay, so a bit more rotation of the body, a little more knuckles up to the sky for me. And that one went a good deal straighter.